interaction or working. My channel. Okay. Okay, cool, we're working. All right, let's copy this. Hey, Binance ecosystem mooning. Yeah, I've seen that. Hold on, let me get this stream set up. We can take a look at what's going on with Binance. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so let's take a look at the Binance scanner. BSC scan. Yeah, this is off the BSC scan. We can see the daily transactions is over 1 million now, which is fantastic. Go to DeFi Station. Okay, we can check that out. Thanks for joining, Global Photographer. I don't remember what your name is in the Telegram chat. Remind me what your name is in the chat. Wow, okay. Total BNB locked is 22 million. Cactus Jack, thanks for joining the chat. Oh, you're UK. Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually saw you in the Mark unofficial chat the other day, posting some memes. You had some good memes in there. Seems a lot of decent projects. Yeah, there are some good Binance Chain projects. The main thing with them is there are a lot of clones, of course, but yeah, there's some good stuff moving to the BSC. And I actually heard some talk about Mark being capable on Binance Smart Chain in the near or short-term future. Jose, thank you for joining. Up to 9 people watching now. Pretty sweet. Just let me know what you guys want me to talk about in the chat. I kind of had some things planned to go over, but I'd rather just kind of interact with you guys and see what you guys are thinking. Venus, if you guys don't follow, let me show you a guy. If you guys are interested in anything that has to do with the Binance Smart Chain, I would definitely recommend checking out this guy. Let me just pull him up real quick. Yeah, right here. I've actually talked to him, and he has a pretty good Telegram chat. I can link the Telegram chat in mine, but he mainly covers yield farming and Binance Smart Chain projects, and I think he does a really good job. He's not like super entertaining, but in terms of value and explaining the tech and good yield farming strategies, he does a very good job, and you guys should check him out. Caesar Snack Sandwich. If you end up joining his chat, let him know that I sent you over. It'd be pretty cool. I've just bought BSCX. Tony, thanks for joining. I happen to live more in the states that can't use Binance. Yeah, so you can use the Binance Smart Chain wallet in any state. It doesn't matter because it's decentralized, but yeah, actual Binance, it does define your state. Censorship to crypto coming. Yeah, I mean, it's inevitable. There will be some sort of control or takeover. That's kind of how it goes, stuff like this. Oh yeah, we're going to look at BSCX. You take a look at it. Yeah, I covered BSCX when it first came out. Made some trades on it. I mean, it's a good platform. The thing that made me the most bullish on it was their launchpad, which I can connect to. Oh, I remember Dragon Chain. Yeah, Dragon Chain back in the day. Didn't they have like I think they had like a Disney partnership or something, and it was mooning because of Disney. Best times I'd mark bag after each rebase. So I mean the rebase, like if you don't understand rebasing, it might seem like it's a better time to enter, but really just follow the market cap. So, but I have noticed that there is a little bit of dumpage that happens after the rebase. People get more tokens and they think they have some sort of a win and they dump those additional tokens, but really they're not gaining anything. But yeah, maybe just look for a dip in the market cap. I mean, I think we're still below 30 million, so it's still, I mean, very, very low. Snake and Earn ZC. Yeah, I was following the whole ZC thing in their Telegram. Let's go to the launch pool X. So circulating supply, let's do the market cap real quick. 4,310. Almost at $6 now. So 23 million market cap. So it's doing very well. I think when I was originally looking at it, it was like a 2 or 3 market cap coin. So, and then also they had that whole thing where they burned a lot of their tokens, or they decreased the supply by a factor of 10, I believe. I think Bitcoin will crack once it's 50,000. Many alts will dip too. It's hard to say for Bitcoin. I mean, it's going to be worth trillions soon for sure. And alts will dip too. Generally, when Bitcoin dips or goes sideways, altcoins perform better because money goes from Bitcoin to altcoins. I'm sure you guys have all heard that. Now, I don't know if that'll happen to all altcoins. I think we are going to see some altcoins start to die because right now everything's going up, but some of them will start to lose traction for sure. Dragon Chain ecosystem, like a decent enterprise adoption. Yeah, I haven't looked into Dragon Chain since it first came out, and there was that huge FOMO movement that happened with it. So you're mining Z-Seed. It's a pretty good setup per block. I haven't actually looked into what ZC is. Yeah, I've heard about it. So this is the V1. Oh yeah, V2 isn't out yet. Yeah, BSCX, a lot of good stuff going on with it. Last smart question from me. What do you think the potential market cap of Mark is? So me personally, this is just my strategy. My plan is to start taking profit, or I've kind of taken profit where I've moved some of my just Mark holdings into the LP position, but that's not really taking profit. My plan is to start looking to take profit once we break the 200 top market cap rank. So that would mean once we get past 70 million, I'll start looking to take profit a little bit. But I do think Mark could be in the top 100. Top 100, like it's something I'm not super confident on, but I think it for sure deserves to be in the top 200 market cap. So once it gets to this range, especially a coin like Dent, I mean, Dent has been around for forever, and I don't, if you just compare some of these coins here, Mark is a lot more going for it than what's going on with these. So yeah, but I feel that most are due for a correction. Crazy gains from almost 8% of top 100. Yeah, no, I agree. But at this point, everything has gone up so fast that I don't know if we'll really have corrections. I think it'll just be a total bubble where any corrections will get eaten up until eventually we pop and things really just crash and don't even correct. That's how I'm seeing things, because things have gotten very irrational and FOMO-y. Things could just have a slow correction. The market could go on a bullish trend for another year. But what I'm thinking is it's going to be a big bubble, kind of like the .com type era bubble. Launchpad B1 is not available. Yeah, we can go back to DeFi Station. I've heard Caesar talk about Venus and AutoFarm got some traction recently as well. but I'm not super involved with Binance Smart Chain. I should be more involved with it. But I kind of, again, I've told you guys, I have my strategy and I'm kind of just sticking to it. But I just made that video on Frax, and Frax was really interesting to me. We can talk about that a bit more, just because I really like what they are doing. And with the whole thing with the USDT being able to freeze your funds and whatnot, there's definitely a lot of competition, things that need to be improved with the Frax coin. So this is interesting here. Big buy order, someone bought in. Wow. Someone just put in millions, like almost $50 million into Frax. That's interesting. So if we go to the website, what do you think about NFTs, small caps like Scene? They're already doing auction. I really like Scene, mainly because, let me find it real quick. There was Gabriel Haynes. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I would listen to this podcast with Gabriel Haynes. He has on Jigsaw, who is one of the developers who works for Scene. So we kind of help create Scene. And I've talked to him in his chat on Telegram, and I like what he's doing. Like, he's really easy to talk to, and that's kind of a big thing for me. If I can have good conversations with the developers and see that they're passionate about the project and, kind of build a little bit of trust even, it makes me a lot more bullish on them. And so Jigsaw is one of the guys behind it, and I'm a fan of his. So I do like Scene, and they kind of have started the whole thing where you get the letter in the mail that authenticates whatever you bought. So Scene is pretty cool. But in general, to be honest, I'm definitely way more focused on DeFi and haven't really branched out into the NFT space too well. I do think people who were early supporters for the Mark LPs, so Mark USDC and Mark ETH, I have heard that they are going to be getting a special NFT reward for doing so. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to what I want to talk about with Frax. So I just made a video on it, but what I really like about it is if we go to the app, and I can connect my wallet here, but I really like how you can look at the price of FXS. So we actually had a good pump today, $7. So this is the governance token, and the Frax is the stable coin. But you can predict the price of this based off the collateralization ratio, because the lower it is, the more of this is needed to mint Frax, which I thought was cool. And yeah, I'm looking to, because they have some very good LPs. I was looking to start averaging into this one right here, Frax USDC. Pays 27% to 84% APY. So really, that's kind of something to focus on recently, is my exit strategy. How am I going to exit and maintain yields and whatnot? And this, to me, seems like a very good option. Frax is audited, secured, and has a very good peg at $1. I think it might be one of the least volatile stable coins out there. But I do like this option a lot. I also had this one, which was the Frax.USDC. So that's like a whole pool of them. And then also, which I've talked about in the past, which is one of my favorite, was Unstable, which I had a bunch, and I was going to go into their vault, but then the fee to get in their vault was like $300 or something ridiculous. So it's just been sitting in MUSD, not the new version. Let's see if it'll show up on my thing. Might be in a different wallet though. But if you go to Unstable, go to use the app. Tornado Cash Torn. It's Vitalik's baby and will be huge. I saw some tweet about that earlier today, but I haven't really looked into it. I can check it out in a minute. Yeah, the Save V2. So if you go to Save on the V2, MUSD earns 30% APY. And then if you go in the IM USD wallet, you get 30% APY plus the additional MTA or Meta rewards, which is the governance token. So this is also an excellent option that I'm looking for my, kind of diversification cash out strategy. I don't know if you guys saw in one of my videos, but I kind of try and do a 60-40 split between stables and volatile cryptocurrencies. Binance Smart Chain is compared to stable swap, I think. Stable swap. Okay, I'll look into that. Let's check out Torn first. Wow, okay. I see why everyone's talking about it. It's been out for a few days, it looks like, and it's already at 76 million in market cap. Check out the website real quick. Is Tornado is it, yeah, it's gotta be an ERC20 because it's a Vitalik project. Every address that has used the Tornado.cash protocol before has received Torn vouchers that can be redeemed for. The more you contribute to the early adoption of Tornado Cash, the more VTorn you have received. Only valid for 1 year. Okay. They even have a donation address. Let's check this address out. So they've gotten 1,000 donations. It's interesting stuff here with Tornado. I'll have to look further into this one because I can't really do all the research on it in one moment. Hi, Max. Thank you for your content. Really appreciated. Sure thing, Jimmy. For ETH-based farming being LP lending, what do you think is the minimum viable USD amount given fees? So you're talking about on Ethereum. So one thing that you can look at is, I'm not sure if you have seen this, but on Etherscan, I don't know what that is, but if you go to right here, and yeah, so right now we're at 300 GWI, so I would not recommend anyone trying to LP provide. If you click on it, now they have this, so you can see ERC20 transfer. So this would be if you wanted to, so for example, if I wanted to send you $5 in USDC, for example, on my MetaMask, it would cost me this much just to send it. Now, if you want to add or remove liquidity right now, it's going to cost you about $90 to do so. So when you do the approval as well, because the approval probably will cost about $30. So you're looking at maybe close to $150 just to get into an LP. And let's say LP has the APY of, let's just say 20%. So to make up for that in a day, I mean, that'd be $2,000, $5 a day. So 130 divided by 5. So really, right now with current gas fees, just based off that rough math I did there, if you were to deposit 10 grand in an LP, it'd take you about a month to make up just the gas fees. So yeah, the LPs right now, you gotta be trading a lot of money for it to be worth it. But you can always wait for the gas fees to go down. Last night, around like 1 a.m. my time, I caught gas at like $100 and made some transactions. Okay. Why is it Vitalik baby? Is he implied? I have no idea. I think he's just asking that person. Any thoughts on Utrust token? I don't know anything about Utrust. Check it out real quick. But I'm definitely gonna take a look at this one. I'm gonna keep it over here so I can maybe make a video on it and do some more research on it. Close out the BSCX stuff. So what was it again? You want to be looking at Utrust token? $135 million market cap. Wow, okay, so it's been around since 18. Long-lasting project, and looks like it's getting some revival here. It's crazy too, comparing the markets back to 2017 when I first started. There's so many more coins, and it's funny. I saw a prediction someone made about coins 2017, and it was like Verge and Ripple, and it was like Ripple to $20, Verge to $20, and now those are shit coins, in my opinion. So, but it's good because the projects nowadays are miles ahead of what they used to be back then. You know, they actually have utility, and they're not more of a kind of seed investing type thing. Do you hold any Ether BTC? I've got some relatively okay bags, but I feel that money could perform better in other projects, i.e. Mark. Yeah, I hold some BTC and Ethereum, but not that much, to be honest. Ethereum is mainly to pay for the gas fees, and BTC, I kind of just made my decision a few years ago just to hold on to it for the long term, maybe like a decade or something, but I'm definitely not a whale by any means. I just have a little bit of BTC. Funny seeing the Ripple schizo threads on /biz. I've not seen those. Feel free to add a link if you want to, but let's check out what Utrust is. Crypto payments with the blink of the eye. See, I'm not super bullish on crypto payments because the thing is, I'd rather pay in cash, right? So if you're paying for something or if you're giving out a loan, you want to give away the money that's the least value. If I have cash and I have crypto, why would I be giving out crypto which can accrue in value and earn more interest than my cash? You know, it makes no sense to me. So that's generally, I don't really use the crypto payment stuff. I just pay with cash because it just makes more sense to me. DG is looking interesting. Is that the Dragon Chain or something? Central Games. But yeah, back to Utrust. I mean, there's a lot of payment stuff like this, like the Crypto.com card, which I don't like. I remember I tried to sign up for it once or something, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So there's fees. And that's the thing too. Like there's someone was promoting Monolith. So Monolith is an on-chain wallet you can use, and you can actually get a debit card for Monolith, and you can use that debit card to make on-chain transactions. Now, right now, it's like that'd be the worst credit card, debit card you can get because you're gonna be paying gas fees on your groceries. So it's like it doesn't make any sense to me. They've been up daily for the past CPL weeks, basically. Let's check out DG. Okay, so the microcap seems interesting. Central Games. By owning DG, the first ever metaverse casino is now yours. Earn DG through gameplay, liquidity, vision, and governance work. Now, right off the bat, I know I have some friends who would love this kind of thing. I don't know if you guys saw the whole Earth 2.0 thing. There was a lot of hype around Earth. And there was some, I forgot his name, CoffeeZilla or someone. He's this guy who kind of like tracks scams, what he thinks are scams in Earth 2.0. I mean, people are buying virtual real estate for, several Ethereum, something I would not do. Where else are you streaming? Nowhere. I'm only streaming on YouTube. Someone has told me about like Theta, other websites to stream on. Yeah, I'm so like focused on DeFi and the finance aspect of crypto that when it comes to the NFT space and the virtual reality stuff, streaming, I'm a bit behind in that sector of the crypto space. I wish every exchange was straight cash debit. Maybe. Yeah, I don't own any VR. Like I don't have an Oculus or anything, so I just don't know much about it. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Oh, wow, this looks interesting. Yeah, and I talked about my last live stream too, is I used to be really into poker. So maybe this would be something I'd be interested in. I don't know if you actually need the VR goggles to play it, though. Maybe you don't. DeFi is king, you're right. Yeah, I mean, that's where I see the most use for cryptocurrency because stuff like the decentral games, really a lot of it could just be a public company or a private company. Like a lot of cryptos that exist and have governance tokens, like they could just be a company and that runs on the blockchain. They don't need to be a crypto. So, but with DeFi, there's actually use for tokenization. That's why I'm more bullish on it. They have some NFTs already. DG tracksuit jacket. Yeah, I haven't bought any NFTs. I'm just not really an art person in general, so I don't really get it. But maybe I'll get one day. I don't know. And the thing with NFTs, it kind of has maybe a bit bullish, is okay. So eventually with crypto, people are going to want to cash out, and with them cashing out, they're going to want to avoid taxes, and NFTs could be a pretty easy way to avoid taxes, in my opinion. Like basic U.S. tax law, there's a very easy way to avoid taxes with art, where you can, get your artwork appraised, and then donate it, and essentially make a very large deduction on your adjustable gross income. If you guys did not, it's on OpenSea too. But that's one of the main things I thought of with NFTs is for tax purposes. Since it's not actually a token, it's art, it's not really an asset. I could definitely see people using it to avoid some taxation. DeFi actually uses smart contracts in a meaningful way. Yeah, it seems like me and you, good bro, we have kind of the same mentality. I'm not like anti any of this stuff, the virtual reality and NFTs. I just don't understand it quite as well as I understand DeFi. I'm just talking about short-term gains, made 2.5x. Nice gains, Cactus Jack. That's a very good trade. It's crazy right now, though. It seems like anyone can make gains in this market, but not to take away from your gains. That was a solid trade on your part. So I'm guessing you sold and got out, but nice. Yeah, this looks good compared to some of the other ones. Seems like they have a working product already, which is good. Let's go back to play. So there's a demo. By owning DG, the first ever metaverse casino is now yours. I'm not the biggest gambler, but like I do enjoy it. So it's something I would probably try and avoid. Just because gambling for me is kind of like a lose-lose, because when I win, I just want to keep gambling. So in general, I just try and avoid gambling. I take my gambles on the crypto markets. You trust went over this. Let's just go down the CoinGecko rabbit hole and see what coins there are. Oh, 4Tube. This is cool. So 4Tube actually just partnered up with Mark. So Benchmark might be coming onto the Binance Smart Chain very soon, like they were talking about, because they get that 4Tube partnership, meaning there will be lending or borrowing on 4Tube for Mark tokens, which is big because to my knowledge, there is no lending right now of supply elastic tokens. So that could be something or a new ground to break for the Benchmark protocol. Yeah, the company itself is just really interesting concept with this. Yeah, it's beyond me. I don't know much about the gaming stuff. So let's actually go to 4Tube. Reef. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Reef on Twitter. Any idea about Bakery Swap and Reef? I can look at Bakery Swap. There's just so many coins right now. Again, I'm really stubborn with my positions. It's going to be like if I take a new position, it's going to be one that I just can't resist, which I haven't really found at the moment. Tokenomics are interesting on that one. What's interesting about the tokenomics? Is it like some sort of burn rate, some sort of tax or something? Let's go to CoinGecko. Next, we'll see if there's some good shit coins trading right now. So we have EVN trending. See what EVN is. Wow. Okay. So this is on the minute. So this is pumping right now as we speak. Now this kind of stuff, if I find there was a pre-sale, I'd probably immediately avoid it. I mean, this is looking pretty bullish right here. Pretty good bull flag or whatever you want to call it. But if this was a fair launch token, just based off the chart right now, it would be something that I consider looking into. And we can look at the buy. I really do like DEX tools. You can look at the buy orders. So someone put in a 25 ETH buy orders to a pretty big player right here at 0.4. Or no, it's 70. Okay, so we just put in that buy order recently at $70. So that's pretty big. I see their auto farm. What do you think about UMA? Can it be top 10? So there was some thought about UMA that someone was telling me, like, isn't this chat some guy was talking about how UMA was, or no, not UMA. Sorry, I got UMA confused, something else. Look, UMA. At $1 billion. I don't even know anything about UMA, to be honest. Synthetic assets. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to cover this one because it's already at 1.5 billion and I'm just so far behind. Like there's too many things to focus on. But let's see what this EVN was. So the max total supply is only 300,000 and there's already 901 holders. Wow. This might be a little gem we could have found here. Let's see if I can find more data on it though. So the contract address, OX9AF. Let's see if it's this one. No. So it's NVN. It must be. No, it's not. Trying to find data on that, but nothing so far. Bakery swap URL. I mean, I can try to find it right here for you. Probably just this. Yeah, bakeryswap.org. Here's EVN. Oh, did you find it, dude? You found the website for it. Send a link down because I can't find it based off DEX tools. Holy shit. Look at the gas fees right now. 459 GWBI. That's just insane. So I will not be making any transactions right now because that is too much for me. So this is cool too. I made that video on Unicrypt. So that's really applies to every DEX tools token. And I think Unicrypt is one of those that could do well when the market gets a bit more bearish because this whole DEX tools ecosystem, I've talked to you guys about this just keeps going. Like market, whether the market be doing good or bad, the DEX tool traders are always on. So there's no locked liquidity for EVN. So that's a bit concerning. Team lock, check that out as well. So EVN has zero lock liquidity and it's pumping. So let's actually look at this guy's, if you can find his wallet. So yeah, there's definitely a whale playing around with EVN. This guy has 147,000, 20 Ether, Axion, Mantra DAO, Falcon Swap. See, 73,000 in Axion. I've heard about Axion, but I don't even know what it is. 165%. Wow, that's nuts. Thoughts on VeChain pump? Hold on, let me look at Axion. Wow, he's really holding Axion here. It's kind of fun to investigate people's wallets and see what they're doing. So they're rebranding with the new staking auction rewards mining portal design with their news updates. We're also excited to release a revised white paper with the most up-to-date tokenomics. Okay, so my guess is this whale we're looking at here who has all this Axion. And he's not really a whale, but he's a larger player. He must be betting that there's some sort of good news, or maybe he's an inside player. And that is the thing, guys. There is, an abundance, a very large amount of insider trading in cryptocurrency. Like the developers, they all have their communities and they share information, and that's what a lot of it is. So a lot of these platforms, people get in early because they know stuff the rest of the space don't know about. Like the stream, boys. Yeah, everyone who's watching, please, it really helps out with the algorithm. Just drop a like on this stream, help me get some more views, help grow the channel. If I can grow the channel more, I can make the content better and a whole lot more stuff for you guys. But good suggestion, Cactus Jack. Thank you for that. Look at the VeChain pump. Yeah, 1 second. Let me get some water. Oh, there we go. 7 likes. Wow, that actually worked. It's weird because whenever I ask for likes from like the stream, guys, I don't know. I feel lame doing it, but it works. So thank you guys for liking. Man, I always get these scams who comment on my videos. I try and remove them. Let's see what's going on with VeChain. VeChain is definitely one of the OGs and does have a use case for sure. But again, the VET token is more just a governance token. I do think VeChain has been used actually too. 20% today. I think I have some VeChain Thor sitting around from years ago too. Yeah, I'm not really interested in buying VeChain. But I do think it's a very good use of blockchain because something like, food and just food safety is something that has a direct use case for cryptocurrency. Axion. See, we never found out what's going on with EVN. Let's see if I can find it from Etherscan. Yo, thanks for joining the chat, Kirax Crypto. I'm just kind of answering comments and also at the same time monitoring this little pump that's going on with EVN. It's pretty interesting to me. You can try and do a split screen monitor here. Oof, doesn't work like that. Mind talking about top alts? Chainlink seems so interesting. Yeah, so one of my subscribers was talking about Akash the other day, and Chainlink. The thing with the Oracle space is that Chainlink is really just taking the cake on that one. I don't see too many cryptos competing with Link just because of what it has done. And I remember this one crypto that was a rebasing Chainlink token. It was kind of like Ampleforth, where it's based off the market. So Ampleforth is somewhere because it's a rebase, but Chainlink, the rebase peg was pegged to the market cap of Chainlink. So that was interesting to me. Yeah, Chainlink is very high. So, I mean, it could keep going. And the reason why it's so high is because it was the pioneer for oracles in crypto. And I think even coins like Mark is looking to integrate for Chainlink for the oracle data. And oracles are definitely not going away. Like the whole API data oracle space is something that's going to keep growing because it is a very useful tool and is needed in the crypto space for data and whatnot. Not trying to be rude, just stood out to me as a bit fishy. Thoughts on Boston Protocol, Super Farm? Yeah, so I'm gonna watch those, and my strategy is to look for a dip after the pre-sale pump. Like for example, oh, and I actually wanted to talk about this. So if you guys remember Bondly, so what happened with Bondly is really interesting to me. So, and kind of deterred me from the project because it just shows what happened here. But I mean, this kind of stuff happens in crypto all the time. But if we go to the 4-hour, so Bondly had I think it had a seed round and multiple pre-sales. And I actually tried to buy in right at the beginning. My slippage was too low. And I wasn't going to adjust to, 50% slippage to get in. So I just didn't end up buying Bondly. But it traded kind of downwards. And this is what I mean with the Super Farm and Boston Protocol. What I do is instead of trying to get into pre-sales, I'm not going to get in Boston because I'm in the United States. But I wait for that pre-sale dump. That almost always happens. If it doesn't happen, that's very rare. But we can see with Bondly. Sorry about that. Lost connection for a second. Otherwise, love the channel. I've learned how to research better watching you. Thanks for the comment, man. I appreciate it. It's motivating every time you guys, come in and comment and say thanks for what you're doing. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's really the point of my channel is I'm not trying to pump coins. I'm not trying to make quick money. I'm trying to spread information and just try and, build a sustainable strategy. I'm not trying to get rich quick. I'm trying to slowly, grow my channel. Max, why is your Telegram chat? I only have 108 people, and your channel has 14K subs. So interesting thing with my YouTube channel is this channel itself, it actually used to be a music channel. So I used to just post music on this channel, and it was like a side hustle I had. And this was back in like 2015. The YouTube rules were different back then. So back then, YouTube wasn't so strict on demonetization. And I have deleted all my music videos since then. But, I was making money off this channel, and I grew it from 0 to I think 10,000, just posting different music that was royalty free. But then YouTube changed their policies, and it no longer became profitable for me to do that. And then I got into crypto, and I rebranded my channel into a cryptocurrency channel. So that kind of explains why I have so many subs. A lot of it was from music. How long have you been in crypto? Since 2017. So I got in, I want to say like 4 or 5 months before the big bull run that happened, 2017, 2018. Fab, a mid YouTuber auction NFT and Bondly. Yeah, so the Bondly thing, let's go back to that real quick. Oh, damn right, makes sense. Yeah, I get that asked a lot because people are like, oh man, did you buy subs? And I'm like, no, I didn't buy subs. I just rebranded my channel. And I'm glad I did that because posting music, it was, a good strategy, and I'm not, talking down anyone who posts music on YouTube or anything, but yeah, it was just a rebranding. But let's go to the Bondly thing. So again, let's go back to the 4-hour. We had this dump, and then this pump right here. What happened was there was a pre-sale or a seed sale unlocking for the token holders. So the big token holders, the big honchos, the guy who hold like 10% of the supply or whatever, their tokens, or a big percentage of them, was going to be unlocked, and they wanted a higher gain, a higher short-term gain on their coins. So they did that whole Logan Paul thing. If you guys go to Bondly, I can pull up Bondly right here. Logan Paul, who is one of the biggest YouTubers out there, he in one of his videos, right here, he promoted Bonley. And then from there, we went from 15 cents all the way up to 45. And then right at that same time, very conveniently, that token unlock happened and a bunch of the Bonley team dumped. So that has kind of, made me not want to invest in Bonley. But it still is a good project. But when a team blatantly does stuff like that, it's a bit unattractive to me. And also, Bonley had pre-sale and whatnot. And really, I'm trying to focus more on fair launch tokens that don't have any pre-sale or private sale. It just makes it way more fair for everyone. Max, why does your Telegram chat only have 100 people? Yeah, so Telegram chat, just go on with that. I just started that recently, but I'm trying to grow that quicker as well. And eventually I can do calls in there and whatnot too, where you guys can actually talk. It should be nice. But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys are in Bondly, but I don't know. Maybe I'll look at a buy order for something at some point. And NFTs, like although I see the opportunity with NFTs, I also see the opportunity for scams and cons and a whole lot of bad stuff like that. Thanks for the insight. Do you think the Boston Protocol presale is worth getting in then if chosen? Yeah, if you are chosen for the presale, if you get whitelisted, I would put some money in it. Why not? I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but the presale stuff, especially like Boston, and Boston has a lot on its plate. Nothing wrong with putting a very small percentage of your portfolio into it. So XLM, been considering a bit. Yeah, we can look at XLM. I never ended up buying Stellar back. I was going to back in the day. I never ended up buying it. I remember reading there are some dApps being actually built on the Stellar blockchain. The thing right now is, it's crazy how even with the gas fees on Ethereum, people are still staying on it. Like I don't know, maybe gas fees will have to go to 1,000 GWI for people to actually get off Ethereum. But we can look at Stellar. And this is definitely one of the original cryptos out there. And it's funny, back in the day, I remember like one of the reasons I was so bullish on Nano was back in 2017, the whole thing was the TPS. Oh man, this coin has a way faster transactions per second. It's just inherently better. But now the TPS doesn't really matter that much because everything can scale. So you're looking to buy in on the monthly, we can see here. Is there any reason you're looking to buy in other than the chart? Like what's your strategy here? Because it's definitely gone up a good amount. I don't know if there's big news coming for Stellar, what's going on with it. I don't follow it, so I can't really answer your question too well. Wow, okay. EVN is still pumping. And back in December, this is what I was doing for a bit. I would just be on DEX tools all day. And I'd wait for a coin. I'd see it start trending. I'd look at the contract address. I see locked liquidity, and I would just ape in a little tiny bit, make little tiny scalp trades. And this is the worst kind of trading in crypto. This is the most risky, last thing you want to do. But that was like a very small portion of my portfolio doing that. But it was more for fun. But yeah, it's interesting to watch. Just got here. Does he think BT Finance will recover from the exploit? Yeah, I think BT could recover. Like if we look at other coins that have been exploited, especially like Pickle. It's the Pickle exploit, I remember, was an even bigger exploit than when it occurred to BT. I think it was a lot more money that was lost. But if we just look at the chart here, so I believe the exploit was maybe around here. I don't remember the exact, or no, it wasn't in September. I believe it was around November that typical was exploited. But yeah, there's been other coins that have been exploited, such as Pickle, or even Urine has been exploited. So, and BT does have cover insurance. I think the main thing with BT is the community. So they have the cover insurance. Cover has liquidity from the claims. So everyone who lost their DAI should be covered by cover. The main thing is how is the team going to handle it? If the team is super responsive and super nice about it and kind of rebuilds the community, then I think BT can definitely recover. But if the team acts like they don't really care or whatever, then I wouldn't be too bullish on it. And Pickle could be a good one too. I mean, Pickle, even Andre Cohen was just talking about Pickle the other day. So Pickle is one that I've kind of been eyeing. Man, EVN, it just keeps going up. I don't see any bots trading it either. So if you guys use DEX tools, one thing you can notice is on the transaction hashes, you can actually see a little symbol right here that'll show that it's a bot. Or you can just track it and see that it's a bot trading it. This is front run city right here on DEX tools. So, but let's kind of dive in. I'm interested in what EVN is. So go to holders, Uniswap. Okay, so that's no liquidity. They have a good amount. Be top holder. Let's check him out. Or no, this is the wrong thing. Wow, so this guy is probably one of the developers, I'd be assuming. I see. Thanks for your insight. Yeah, no problem, man. Anything you guys want to talk about in the chat, just let me know. It's a lot easier and more fun for me if you guys ask any questions, because I'm not very good at just talking to myself and find it a bit uncomfortable to do. But, here I am. I'm not sure if any of you guys spend time just, digging through Etherscan, but I think it's a good way to kind of understand what's going on, and it's, not a bad idea to do. I had a friend at one point who was manually front running someone. So if you guys do not know what front run bots are, and that's one of the main use cases for something like Avalanche. So one of the things that's dumb about Ethereum, and I love Ethereum, but it's just dumb, is that the transactions are not ordered by date. They're ordered by the amount of gas fee you spend. So that's the main way people front run you, is they see your transaction, they come in with a bit more, pay a slightly higher gas fee, get in before you, and then just eat the price difference. So using a system like Avalanche could be good, because you won't get front run like you do on Ethereum all the time. Review Finex flow. Okay, I can check it out. Let's go to PanGecko. Finex flow. If any of you guys are new to the stream, make sure you are liking and commenting on the stream, because it does help the algorithm for me. So Finex flow, the world's first hybrid liquidity aggregator, regulated and secure. Best rates from the world's leading CeFi and even protocols through one connection. Oh, right off the bat. So, in one KYC process. So I wonder what the KYC is. It's probably, take a picture of your driver's license or passport. No, I'm kidding. I doubt it's that. But the whole KYC thing, I'm not against it, because I try and do things by the books with DeFi and whatnot. But a lot of people are very scared of KYC, and if they see any KYC, that sort of thing, they run away in the opposite direction. Engine looks very good. Yeah, engine is good. Can you take a look at bots? Yeah, one sec. Let me look into this one for a minute because it looks interesting. And that is something that I've been meaning to do. Is I need to get more into the Polkadot projects. There's so much going on with them. There's a few people on Twitter I follow that talk about them a lot. Just checking back on EVN. Drink some water real quick. I'm getting thirsty. Okay, very low fees. Who comes to this one? NX level. This is a very good one, man. This is one of the best I've seen commented so far in my stream. Good find on this one. Fuel bar native FXF multi-utility token. Blockchain 3.0 by holding FXF. Users can access all the features, including yield farming, staking, credit fees, trading. Okay. Oh, well, they have demo trading. One account, one wallet, one portal. Wow, I really like this. This is very cool to me. I have not seen too many demo trading things offered in the crypto space. A good find, man. I'm actually going to save this one for later, but I'm definitely going to look deeper into this one because it seems very interesting. The main things I'm going to look for with it is how difficult is the KYC, how difficult is it to get the token. Like, is it very easy or easy to use access? They obviously have an ERC20, so Uniswap should be available. And then mainly, besides, because they said holding FXF, you get access to the stuff. But besides that, how is the tokenomics going to work? Is it going to be inflationary, or will this be a FOMO generating type token? Okay, cool. I like that one a lot. Okay, bots. Take a look at bots real quick. Is this what you meant by bots? It might not be because you did the ticker BOTS. Okay, bot ocean. Okay, this looks interesting off the bat because I was talking to one of the developers for different crypto, and the new thing now is to incorporate bot trading into the contracts itself because for a while, contracts, cryptos, dApps, they were trying to avoid bots. But the new movement is to just accept bots because, it's part of the system. And I kind of agree with that ideology. Like, if there's going to be bots, why don't we make the platforms accessible to them so that everyone can benefit and the bots don't really affect what's going on? If anything, other programs, they have, they're trying to utilize bots for their own advantage, such as something like RunnerSwap. Bot Ocean, your way through receive trading strategy. Okay, so it's just trading bots. Yeah, I think trading bots are much more useful in a bear market. So, for example, like front running, there's not as many runners right now because the market is so good that it's just there's no need to do it. But if the market gets really bearish and you find a good front run bot and find some good people to do a front run, this could be a good option. Also, too, I'm not sure if you guys are like into arbitrage trading. I actually tried to make my own arbitrage bot back in the day. It was like a failed entrepreneurial endeavor, but it was called Smartitrage, and it was a cryptocurrency arbitrage bot that didn't work very great. But nowadays, with all the AMMs and all the cross-chain compatibility, the arbitrage opportunities that are going to be available in this market within the next few years is going to be absolutely insane. So finding a good arbitrage bot, like a very good one for the bear market, could be a very, very good idea. But yeah, I'm not going to look too deeply into this because I'm not really interested in a bot at the moment, but keep it in mind. Local DMG tweet. DMG Someone else mentioned DMG earlier to me too. DeFi money market. I think that's what you mean by it. No, it must not be this one. Ceasing operations. Okay. Your way to receive trading strategies. Okay, it's using Doc Drive, which is kind of weird. And a big thing with the bots is, in a lot of ways, the proprietary ones, the ones that you don't pay for, are just set up to do better because less people use them. And people can be more creative. The whole space really, there's a lot of reward for creativity, especially with bots. But it's interesting to say the least. Advisor, seed, foundation, private. So, okay, this is kind of, well, foundation's not the team, but so half the supply is held by early investors. So that's kind of bad. Years after TGE. Have you heard of SOAR? Yeah, I have heard of SOAR. Look at they're going to refund. Yeah, Mark, I don't know. I looked up DMG. I don't know if you meant, is it this one? Like, they want to refund assets to DMG holders. It might be this. I don't know. Let's look into that bigger. But you were saying, have you heard of SOAR? Yes, I have heard of SOAR. Look into it again. Wow, okay. Absolutely wrecked today. 30% down. Okay, but it was after a very large pump, so from 116 now 75. Right off this chart, I mean, you can just tell if it's going to be bearish or bullish if it holds this little, and that's like a perfect line right there. Maybe it'll bounce, but let's check out SOAR. Mark, just actually, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but just DM me on Twitter the tweet you're talking about, and I can pull it up because I'm not going to be able to find it based on what you're just saying in the chat. SOAR, Autonomous Liquidity Congregator. The primary purpose is to merge residual liquidity across underlying users. Okay. Yeah, I never looked into SOAR really, but I just heard about it. I do like right off the, I mean, I'd have to look into it deeper, but I do like what they're trying to do because what's happening really in the cryptocurrency space is people have realized their capital, like what they invest, so their capital is very inefficient. And with Yearn and new projects, new DeFi projects, we're starting to see a higher level of capital efficiency. So any projects that seeks to make liquidity or funds more efficient in their yields is something that I usually get bullish on. Mirror protocol, yeah, man, I passed on Mirror in like December, so I don't even want to look at Mirror. 3/4 we are developing a plan to return all available DMG assets to DMG holders as soon as possible. I do like SOAR though. So yeah, that's kind of one sector I'm really focusing on is just capital efficient projects, things that make good use of money and funds that are just sitting around is something that I'm always big on. Let's just look at Mirror. I try not to look at it because I looked at it like a few days after it came out, like very early, and I just was like, nah, it doesn't look good for some reason. All right, I wouldn't say that. I saw the value in it, but I just was too busy with other coins, and I'm like, do I really want to make a synthetic Apple? Like, because at the time on Mirror, it was, stake M Tesla and UST for mirror, and it was like 800% APY, and it looked really good. But then I had to set up my whole Luna wallet or the Terra wallet, and yeah, I just passed on it. I should have not passed on mirror. I knew it was going to be good. I knew there's potential in it. It was one of the first projects to actually have synthetic stocks and whatnot on the blockchain, but of course I passed on it. And to be honest, I'm not super, like, I see the value in having stocks on the blockchain, but I can see it being problematic in the future with regulations and a lot of different aspects of it. So yeah, Luna went from 90 cents all the way to $5. Or not Luna Mirror, sorry. And yeah, I think when I was looking at it, it was at like 150 or something, and I passed on it. Yeah, Mark, I still don't really know what you're talking about, so just send me a tweet with what you're describing. I can look further into it. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up the video for now, guys. As always, thanks for tuning into the live stream. Please drop a like on it. It helps out the algorithm. And if you guys aren't in my Telegram chat for some reason, make sure you join my Telegram. I'll link it down in the comments below. And thank you for tuning in. I might get on later tonight. I'll let you guys know on the Telegram. I'll, again, check out these projects. And yeah, see you.